All right, good morning, Wasteland. Mr. G bringing you coffee and Crossout, and you're going, Mr. G, where's the build? There's no build there. Well, that's because we're going to build something today. I've done this in a long time, actually building with y'all. We're going to talk about how to go about building something. What is my process? How do I make it? Where do you start? What are some good strategies to do basic build tips? And since we're doing basic build tips, we're going to stick with rare items. Not going to go anything above blue. Not going to use any fancy fused parts. We're going to build a basic blue build. First step when you're building something, you want to figure out what weapon you're going to use, because your cab and everything else and your engine all depend on the weapon you're going to use. That determines your whole strategy for a build. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a peek at blue weapons. So let's get to it. I was thinking today, if we were going to look at blue weapons today, ones that everyone can get, they're not going to be ridiculously expensive. Now, I do like cannons, but the judge is going to be a little bit harder to aim because it doesn't have as much degrees of firing arc. We're going to make a build that most any of you guys can drive. We're going to do just a couple little boys. That's it. So, chassis that goes with that, we're going to go with probably just something that most of y'all are going to have. It's just a jawbreaker cap. We're going to go with a jawbreaker little boy build here. So first step, let's build ourselves chassis. So we're going to get some frames. All right, and then secondly, I think we're going to go with some wheels here. And I was thinking we would just do double or the twin wheels. So we're going to do steering in front, and we're going to do steering in back, and then we're going to do non-steering in the middle. This was a solid platform. I used to use ST wheels on pretty much everything when I first started out, because they got a lot of durability, and they give you good tonnage, and they're a solid wheel. So I just need a regular one there for the middle. Twin wheel. Okay, we're going to do with this one, we're going to attempt to do just one little boy on the cab, and then one right up in front and just kind of armored up. So we're going to see how that's going to look. So we've got how much energy? We've got 10 energy. I like to use up all of my energy first before we add any armor. So we're going to get all of our modules and everything we need on here first. And then we'll add all of our armor. So we've got cab, wheels, weapons. Now we need to get 2 more energy points to get the second one. So let's go grab the... Let's take a look at gens. Light's only going to give us 1. So we can do heavy generator, or we can do hazardous generator. Just want to go with the smaller size. We're going to go with hazardous generator. But it is a lot more likely to blow up, so let's stick this bad boy underneath the cab. Now, for you guys that don't have promo accounts, you're going to be wanting to run fuel tanks as well. Something I haven't put on a build in a long time. You're going to want fuel tanks, and you're going to want fuel barrels. You know what? If we scooch these frames just a little, we can get a lot more stuff under the cab, and then I don't have to resort to teeny frames either. So back to the hazardous gen. Let's jam that in there. Now we're getting some ammo boxes in here, and we got just enough room. We'll throw in a radio right there. Yeah, I know we have a lot of explosive things right next to each other. Let's maybe not put the hazardous gen right next to every single part on here that's going to blow up. It's going to just move it. We got room. Let's just we'll armor it up back there a little bit. See, this is why I don't usually record while I'm building something, because I just change my mind a lot while I'm building something. Which is, that's kind of the beauty of the game is, you learn from your mistakes. You make something that doesn't work, make it again. And we're going to use the classic humpback wheel cuts here for our ammo storage, which is a pretty common move. And then lastly, we're going to put one more little boy in front. And then one more thing, we got to have an engine. We got to have an engine. And let's see what we got for blue engines. Either going to be the hardcore or done horse, probably. So let's see, which one's going to give us more power? 15% versus 10%. But this is going to increase our top speed by 9%. This is going to increase speed by 14%. We're going to do the done horse. Not one that I've used a ton. Oh, but that's going to require energy, so nope. No wonder. No, hardcore it is. It's been a while since I used those ones. We're going to move these wheels back a little bit, since they are steering wheels. Move that one's just fine right there. And now it is time to make sure that just everything drives good before we go nuts and we armor this thing, and that our firing angles are going to be usable. We probably want to put these on their own keys as well. This thing's not going to be super fast. It's going to be medium fast. We're going to armor this thing up. So, let's armor this bad boy up. Alright, we've got some armor on this thing now. We need to get some vanity items on here. Get a little bit of rep grinding for you guys. So let's find, where's just exhaust 2? I just want exhaust 2. There it is. Good old classic. I'm trying to stick to parts that I think most of you guys will have access to. So not too much, funky stuff. A lot of engineers parts, some nomads parts on here. A little bit of step parts, but not a ton of the step stuff. I'm trying to make an everyman's build here to a degree. Nothing with fancy bells and whistles or anything like that. Alright, so we're nearly done. I don't want to make it too much heavier. Let's see how she drives at current weight here. A little slow, but not too slow. We got a structure at just over 1,000. The front gun doesn't depress as much as I would like, because we've armored it. But you know what? I'm okay with that. And we can put it on a separate key if we have to, if we think that's going to help us. Alright, I'm just going to do final touches to this thing. You know what? Not everybody has 80 parts. So you know what? We got 56 parts on this thing. You know what? Let's call that good. And let's do the last step. So we've done a couple of rep grinding items here that most of you guys probably would have. Let's do last step. Let's throw some paint on this thing because, you want it to look good when you drive into battle like an idiot and you get blown up. So, let's do a paint that I barely ever use. Why not? Oh my god, there's a reason I barely ever use that one. See us from across the map because it is just stupidly bright. So, khaki. I know, let's do a little khaki. I always like to do 2 tones when I do colors. One lighter, one darker. And just, get the wheels and the bumpers like accent pieces and guns as well. Usually use midnights because they didn't give me black gold on my promo account. Black gold being a great paint. Okay. So, let's key these onto different guns. Let's make the top one our left click because it'll fire on pretty much anything. Let's put Stone Deaf in the cab. He already is. What do we want to call this thing? We'll call her Basic Blue. basic. Oh, you can think of a basic B word we could call this, but we're not calling her that. We'll just call this thing basic, all right? And last step, let's try this thing out in combat and see if it actually functions. Boom! Hey, friend. Oh, we got a double little boy guy right here. Boom! Both guns side by side, though, so maybe we can get them both blown off here. Oh, God. We got baddies in here. All right, let's roll in. We're going to roll in with our guns ready to go. Guns to bear already. Oh, God, long range sniping with these. Not my forte. Okay. Yeah, can we come a little closer? Well, we got lots of ammo. So I guess we don't need to overstress. Can we get a kill steal out of this? Not if we can't hit anything. We sure can't. God, I haven't seen quasars in forever. Oh my God, look at this guy's cool little build. That thing is dope. 3 equalizers and an aurora at this power score. And it's fast. That's a cool build, friend. Mr. G wants it. You can tell. You can tell. I'm like, give it. I'm gonna type to him in chat and say, what is it? I want it. I want it. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, this guy, this guy, this guy. Fuse drones. Thank you, turret friend. At least you're on my team today. Where are these guys? There's one. Boom! Was that mammoths on hover? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Alright. Anybody else? We're gonna stay on cap. We're gonna stay on cap, and that is a win. We got our 15 fuel. I think this build works. So I think we can safely say that we probably don't need to draw. I was thinking maybe we need to come down a point up here in front just so this thing has better firing angles maybe. But, all right, let's say, all right, just to go through the build process, right? Whenever building, always take it into battle and then decide, hey, do you want to change anything? And if so, yeah, like this thing being only on 1 weld point is not ideal. So let's move it to the smaller one. This will drop our PS a little bit. So let's say we just switch it out. We go with the plow. All right, let's say I want to, adjust my build accordingly. We'll grab a few of these guys. And that's the final step in any build, right? Is you take it into combat and you decide, is it a total piece of garbage? What do I need to change? Do I throw it out with the bath water? Oh my God. Yeah, that's better. That's significantly better firing arcs. It's no point having a gun if you can't shoot stuff with it. Yep, you can quote Mr. G on that. So guys, there we go. Recap. Choose a weapon. Step 2, make your chassis. Step 3, put your cab and wheels. Step 4, get all your weapons and modules on there. Step 5, armor the thing up. Step 6, take it into battle. Step 7, go back and make it better. If you guys found this useful and you want to see more videos like this, because I usually avoid building in front of you guys because I get super embarrassed and self-conscious. But if you like this, do hit that like button so I know to do more of these kinds of videos. That's it, guys. I'm doing daily Crossout videos, and you need help building. We got a whole channel for that on the Discord. Link in description. Come on by, get some tips. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I got to go do my real job. So that means it's time for the jump. Can this girl do the jump? Mr. G out.